All right. So
we're gonna lift it out and you're gonna pour, I guess?
this one off?
Yeah,
You want
so
this off first?
let's go turn off the pump. There we go.
Close the valves.
Should we
close the bottom
top
valve?
Close the bottom valve. And the top valve is closed, so you can lift that out.
Right, I guess evenly. So pull out these handles like that?
Just like that, and it sits just like that.
Maybe center it a little bit.
And
All right.
so this is
7 liters?
7 liters of Sparge.
Because we put 2 liters in to thin the mash out earlier.
Yeah, it was a little thick, wasn't it?
Quite thick.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time we've brewed such a high gravity.
So this is supposed to be 1061, I think. Once we're done boiling, original gravity.
Okay.
So I don't know where we're at now, but we can take a quick look with the with the refractometer.
I do like the refractometer.
You have to point it towards a light though. So usually your first readings are pretty high, so that's what we have here. That's 1072. So
Is that were we in the range, do you think?
we can take another reading once we've mixed everything together and we're coming up to boil, and that'll give you a better indication. But at least we know if it's below your original gravity, your first runnings, then you're probably in trouble. But it's always good to check.
Okay, so we'll finish the Sparge, and we'll spare you watching us Sparge, and we'll come back. You're standing in my camera, Jules.
Sorry, I just thought they were tired of looking at my arse.
And we'll come back when this is all set up and ready to boil, and we'll talk about the hops.
Okay, so I am just actively crushing and warming the hops.
So we're gonna smell the hops before we put them in. This is the bittering hops, but it's just an example of what you can do.
So this is Magnum.
So this is US grown Magnum.
Okay.
So there's German grown Magnum and US grown Magnum. I'm trying to do this over your sink so I'm not getting it everywhere. But if you want to, usually if you're brewing like an IPA and you've had your hops for a while, I like to try and smell them before I put them in. But usually the aroma additions, not the bittering, but you kind of smell. It doesn't smell like cheese or isovaleric acid.
Yeah, I smell no cheese.
Yeah, so it smells pretty good. Magnum's a pretty neutral hop anyways, so it's not really anything that's gonna go too crazy. But
All right, so we've brought it up to 212.
So 12. This is 21.5 grams of Magnum, and we did a pre-boil gravity check.
oh yeah, so we used the refractometer today, and we're at 1058, so a little higher than the estimated 1053. So
1053.
we're just doing pretty well for efficiency, but I wouldn't worry about efficiency after your boil. So
Yeah. So once we get through the 60 minutes,
and then
check it
then
again.
take another measurement, and maybe you'll be closer, maybe you'll still be off by the same amount, and then you can just add some water.
Great.
Because better to make more beer of the gravity you want than the volume you want just to hit that exact amount, but then it's not the beer you wanted to make.
Good point.
So we've got
45 minutes.
45 minutes until the next edition. So yeah, let's have some lunch.
Here we go.
Was it 1 gram or 1 ounce equivalent? So 28 grams?
Of the Fuggles?
Yeah.
So we're putting in Fuggles now, and it is 25.1 grams.
25.1. Okay.
So that goes in. So we're 15 minutes from the end of the boil. So that goes in, and we're putting in as well
So
Whirlfloc.
It's a crushed up Whirlfloc tablet.
Okay.
I don't think you can really see it,
No.
but it's also a gram of diammonium phosphate yeast nutrient. So that can go right in
It fuzzes up.
a little bit, yeah.
And so we're also going to put in
Chiller.
our chiller.
To get it ready.
Yeah.
So that'll sanitize the chiller for the last 15 minutes, so that when you start chilling, your chiller's clean and sanitized.
There we go.
And I'm just going to clamp it on because
You gotta try and keep those sides away from over top of the boil so it doesn't drip in if it is dripping.
if it just, yeah. Okay, so we've
Looks
got
good though.
15 minutes left before the next edition.
So come back in 15 minutes and add the East Kent Goldings. Probably.
Okay, I don't know.
So here we are, flame out, and a boil.
Da-da-da. So,
Cut the power.
We can leave the thermometer on, yeah.
Yep.
take a hops out?
No, the
You
hops are
take
going
it.
to stay in because the East Kent Golding's going.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we should have left the boil on for that part.
Oh, okay.
pour them in this one or pour them everywhere?
Yeah, pour them in that one.
Give that a little stir.
Ooh, they really,
It's hot.
it's hot.
All right, so I guess we'll take a gravity reading. Give this a little rinse. So, boiling wart's hard to pull it with a pipette because it starts to shoot everywhere. Oh, like that.
Good demonstration.
But if I do it like this, it should be okay.
Cool.
So pop that on. So now everyone knows what not to do.
Okay. So these are flame out. So how long do you let it boil before you actually
I
cut
would
it off?
start chilling right away.
Just cut it off? Okay, so
I like to stir it in a little bit while it's still hot. Maybe that's just an idiosyncrasy.
if that's what works for you, then that's what you do.
So we'll let that gravity reading sit for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll take a reading,
I'll turn on the hose.
and then we can start chilling at the same time.
Okay, so your hops will stay in there till the end of the chill.
Well, I usually throw them all in, so they all just settle to the bottom.
Okay.
So this way is what you guys do. So do it like this.
Our leaky hose, well, as soon as we turn it on, it shouldn't leak.
I've had careful with these. I've had one time the hose blew off on the hot side
Oh.
and started spraying water everywhere. So I don't know if I would not aim that towards the cameras or not.
Good point.
It'll just hit me. We're good.
You're good with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Your
that.
shield.